So I'm just going to start this section over again. So for this, the thing about implied odds is it is value, but it's speculating, right? It's highly speculative. So you could run into problems with this. So let's see what it says here. So that's really important, opponent type. Okay, so that's why they say it's a losing thing if without implied odds, because you lose $5. Just be a second here. So I just showed some metrics. So there's some further metrics. You can see getting those perpetrators right there. You can see the face right there. There's the little subliminal face. And then for women, it's getting them right there. And there's my face right there. You can see right in the center. Smart Chris knows how to save mankind, huh? Yeah, because I don't like the superimposed penis in my mouth, and that's rape, right? So the system gets rapist motherfuckers. So I'm a straight man. So let's see. Sits on the mouth. So now you suppose you'll think you'll hit your flush and you'll win an extra 200 on the river. It could be at least 200 though. That's the thing about implied odds, right? So you have to really know your opponent, because they could go all in, right? So you could win a lot more than this. So with implied odds, it definitely shows that it's worthwhile long term. So long-term profitability answer, but that's only good if your instinct is, like, that's more of an advanced play. The trap, reverse the implied odds, and EV. So this is going to be a great little video. I'm going to be using some of the strategy in my book. When I play, I almost never use implied odds. Like, I never do, really. So that means I play more conservative. So you're better off building a bankroll without implied odds, because you're speculating. Like, but if you know your opponent very well, if you know their tendencies, if they're likely to continue betting on each street, then you could definitely utilize implied odds to make a decision. But the rule of 2 and 4 is definitely something you should pay attention to. So with the odds of 3 to 1, that means you're gonna win. You only need to win 1 time, and you could lose 3, or you could win 3 times and lose 1, depending on the ratio. Because if it's costing you a $50 bet, that means you can lose 3 times and win once to break even. And if you win once, well, that's probably the best way to understand it. You could lose 3 times and win once to break even. So you'd have really good odds for something, but that was only 18% for that one on the turn, and then 36% for the turn and river. So then you can utilize that. So right here, this is the quick memory trick. So that is useful, but that's, once again, you got to keep in mind that this is for the nuts. Like, not, these are for clean outs, not dirty outs, as I mentioned earlier. Right, so because very rarely are you gonna have like 15 outs. Like, but with the hand with the ace king suited, they had 9 outs, but then they additionally did have 3 outs for the ace and 3 outs for the king. Because if they had top pair, that most likely could have been the best hand. Your opponent could have been holding pocket 7s in that scenario for a 3 of a kind. There's three of a kind possibilities, and 2 or 3 2-pair possibilities. But so that means you could have been losing. That's why those would have been dirty outs. Right, but generally people don't hold a 7 in their hand. If they do, they'd be holding a7. I guess I better enable notification. I'm just gonna pause it in the meantime. So, so once again, so to cover, there was the outs, the implied odds, well, pot odds, and then implied odds. So, outs and pot odds is a great, safe way to make informed decisions. So, in my first book, I'm only going to touch briefly on implied odds because that's more speculative, and when you speculate, you're going to lose more often than not, especially at the beginning of your learning curve. Right, you will learn more eventually, but in the long run, you'll get better. Like if you know your opponent, like if you know their tendencies, then you could use implied odds against them, right? Like I know my tendencies of my violators right there. That's why I could put them on that face right there. And then once again, there's my face right there. These are all subliminal. And there's another one when I was a little boy right there. But here's one. Yeah. I should find one when I'm an adult. So the best one for me is an adult. That's kind of hard to see right there. So here's another one. I'll just zoom in for it. When I'm an adult, it should be right. This one's not that clean. They're trying to make it so I can't show actual clear visual images, but I can see right there. It shows me with long hair right there. That would be subliminal. I'll just show you again, like that. No, ignore non-organic. That's what my face looks like, and that's subliminal. As I run this is. So I'm just trying to hunt predators with the system. There's artificial intelligence, and I myself, Christian Eric Arnie Meyer, we run the world. So I'm just safeguarding mankind. So now I should be able to find a different one there. I'm gonna find on a different table. Well, this is the same table, but you'll clearly see a face in this one. So they made it blurry on the camera here, but you can still see a face right there. So they're perpetrators. They're hacking my camera right here. The staff at the Surrey Hospital. Because my camera should be blurry. I'm holding it still right here. And well, you can see right there. This is from before. Yeah, they're completely hacking the camera. Because with my eyes, I could totally see in that yellow circle the face. That's why I took a picture of it. And oh, there's the face right there. Once again, that's what I look like. So hopefully the image is finished here. I guess I'm gonna get a notification so I can close it. So so that's a pretty good video. So it's outs, pot odds, implied odds, and expected value. So that will be the end of this video. This is going to be part of the poker series on my website. And so go to change.org/you could be a hero and help save mankind. I'll just show you some of these, like right there, there's a subliminal right there. That's really good for mankind, some new people, and then for long-term people. And here's who I am to the system. You can see the face right there, but I'm an adult. So the best adult one of me is right there. There's a subliminal right there. And so right here, because it's psychiatric, right? So psychiatric and therapist, the rapist, right? So it could be the staff, wherever you are. So just know that people do violate you, and I'm here to protect you. So go to www.whatchange.org/you could be a hero and not be part of the solution, not part of the disease.